Hey guys, how's it going? Blackline here to bring you a game between QXC, the Red Terran, and Huk, the Blue Zerg. If you watched my last video, I believe Huk was in it also, and he is one of the greatest players, one of the best players, especially as Protoss. I think I might have mentioned this, that he was, I think, actually in the top number one as far as the top 200 goes in the Northwest, or in North America. So he's pretty good. And QXC also really good player, really good Terran. And Huk and QXC have played before many times. So I mean, I don't know if they're buddies or not, but they definitely play a lot. And you can see they're chatting over here. Why did you remove me from friends? And so yeah, definitely acquaintances. They know each other pretty well. And I'm very interested to see how this game goes. So we're going down to supply depot, buys mineral lines. Why is that interesting? I don't know. I just usually don't see him there. Usually you see him kind of like to get some vision or go for the wall, but we have no wall up here from QXC, deciding that he doesn't have to worry about it. And of course Huk down here, chrono boosting his probes out so he can get his economy going that much faster. And going for another one, so he's not saving any energy. So you can imagine he's probably not going to go for any kind of early rush, and that is because it is hard to do that on this map. These pro-player maps, it's hard to know where your opponent is, so it's hard to just say, I'm going to rush. It's a hard plan to follow through on because you have to scout them first, otherwise you don't know where you're running, and the rush can be completely wasted. They're going to bump into each other here. No one's attacking though, they're just bumping each other and they're going to move on. So we can see Refinery getting down before the barracks is even finished. So we might see some Reapers here. We'll see if those tech lab on here. Making Marine. Hey, he has to get his gas first, I suppose, before he can get his tech lab out there. But yeah, that fast reactor, I would expect some Reapers out of there pretty soon. Meanwhile, Gateway is going up for Huk, so he'll be able to make use as well. Unfortunately, you can't make Zealots against Terran, especially in early game, because you know they're pretty easy to micro against. And Reapers can run around those guys all day long. And yeah, you see Tech Lab going down on this barracks. Like I said, most likely to be Reapers. Still pretty early. If we check out the Cyber Core, it's only about halfway done. So he might be able to get a Reaper out to do some harassment. Oh, instead of going for Marauders, never mind. Scratch that. But staying on one refinery here. So I could assume not really going for a tech build as far as like mech or air units. So very possible going to stick with the ground force, ground army, to the bio units. Meanwhile, this SCV is his fate has been sealed, and the Stalker will come out and take him out in just a second. Getting chrono boosted, of course, kill him that much sooner. But it looks like he could get away. Getting out of there right before that Stalker comes out, so he is doing just fine. Oh, this pro's gonna hang out here and just kind of check out the front door. We have concussive shells, and there's a Reaper. And it took him a long time. I feel it might be a little bit too late, just because now this Stalker is out, and most likely, yeah, there's a sentry. Not so good against Reapers though. Yeah, the Stalker is out, but two Marauders and Marine should not have very much trouble at all with the Stalker, so he's gonna get the hell out of there. Very smart. Kind of curious to see how many Reapers are coming out here. Is it still the same one? I don't know. Yeah, some pretty small, not very many units here. 300, 100 against 175, 150. The Reaper is coming out to do some harassment. Nice pylon placement here, so he can scout this Reaper. And of course, Reaper doesn't know that he's being seen right now. And here's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the Stalker will have no trouble taking this Reaper out. And there's a wasted 50 minerals and 50 gas. That is no good. Yeah, still has not thrown out second refinery. Yeah, 4 barracks. Definitely sticking with the barracks build here. Yeah, so if you wanted to tech up, if you want to get tanks or air units, you would have seen the second refinery much sooner. But he's gonna stick with the ground army, go medic or Marine Marauder most likely. Maybe some medevacs in there later on. So yeah, a ground unit stem pack, always a good idea. That's pretty sweet move. You will need that. And the Immortals are out. I love these guys. Of course, going against a bio ground army for Terran, not super effective. Marines tear through these guys, no problem. One Immortal can take out a Thor by himself and not even lose his shields, but you throw a couple Marines out, and all of a sudden, it's just the weakest unit ever. Let's see what each player can see. So yeah, Huk here getting his probe out, or his observer, sorry, always a good idea. A lot of players actually will get the observer before they will get an immortal or anything else out of the robotics facility, just because it's really important to see what your opponent's doing. But he sees there's an expansion here. He knows that QXC has not been macroing a whole lot as far as an army goes, because he's macroing his econ right now. So he's going to move in. He's got quite a few units here, a few stalkers, 2 zealots, and of course that immortal, and just 1 sentry. That's not too bad. Let's go back to everyone's view. So we will see a slight engagement here. 2 bunkers are down there for QXC, and remember these bunkers give 1 extra range, so that is pretty helpful. 3rd bunker going down. Yeah, 1 extra range on the Marauders that's crazy how far they can shoot. And a Marauder in each bunker, so that's pretty good. And the 3rd one will go down. So Huk's going to continue just to scout with his probe, and he's going to see all these barracks, and I would expect him to get start teching towards the Colossus, because when I see that many barracks, I assume there's going to be Marines in there, and Colossus are pretty sweet, and even against Marauders, you get that shield up, you block the Marauders from moving in too close to your Colossus, you can still just melt through Marauders. But we'll see what he decides to do. Instead, Zealot Charge, also a very good idea against the Protoss Ground, or Terran Ground Army, the Bio. Definitely a good idea. You can see he was working off of a 2-gate robo, and that is pretty much the best you can do as far as off of 1 base, but his 2nd base is coming up, so he's going to throw down a couple more gateways to make some more units. And all these scouting probes are just getting taken out. So Huk is doing a pretty good job here controlling this map, not letting QXC to explore, shut down the Reaper really early, which was a pretty good move. 1, because he didn't get inside of his base very far. He died, I think, right about here or something. And he prevented mineral harassment, so that's a pretty good job. So I called it all wrong here. Instead of going for a Colossus, I see a dark shrine. So DTs will be coming out. And there they go. I was going to say, I'm surprised I haven't seen any more simulators, but they're coming out right now. Should have income tabs for these 2 guys. So yeah, they're about even. Huk a little bit ahead, but keep in mind, of course, that QXC will have the mules, so he'll be